tournament, which is completely sold out, live on OKTAGON.tv, and enjoy 6 hours of entertainment and excitement. The second women's title fight in OKTAGON history, and a once-in-a-lifetime night for both female fighters. Katharina de Lista is currently the women's #1 and the highest-ranked fighter in all of OKTAGON. She will be challenged by Australian #1, Jacinta Austin. Who will become the queen of the strawweight division? The semi-finals of the Champions League of European MMA will see the winners earn €130,000. The Czech Republic will be represented by 6-time OKTAGON champion David Kozma, who will face the Serbian Prometheus, Bojan Veličković, who has promised to take revenge on Kozma after their first fight. World MMA Award nominee Louis Glisman from Denmark and the Greek demigod Andreas Michaelides. We will see Spartacus against the Spartan in the second semi-final of the Tip Sport Game Changer. In the reserve bouts, the immortal Christian Jungwirth from Germany will fight it out with the Greek Emperor Paleologos, and also the former German double champ Grabinski with the Brazilian Predator Apollo Silva. The debut of OKTAGON's new star and Germany's top-ranked middleweight fighter, Karim Engizek. And the man planning on stripping him of his 10-year-long winning streak is the Argentinian warrior, Matias Juarez. A boxer versus Thai boxer shootout between undefeated Ilbay and OKTAGON Underground finalist, Marko Novak. Germany's greatest talent, Samsonidze, will be challenged by the promising Moldovan fighter, Hantia. The return of František Fodor, who will aim his famous bombs against the dangerous Sikic, who has 11 finishes under his belt. And in the free prelims, the European Muay Thai champion Romek will take on the German tough guy, Solaye. Ladies and gentlemen, this is OKTAGON 46. Da Lista versus Austin.
Hello and welcome back in Frankfurt. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Meine liebe Freunde, meine Damen und Herren, meine liebe Samuraien. Welcome back in Frankfurt again for the third time, and also today is sold out. Welcome back, Brian.
It's so good to be back here in the Festhall in Frankfurt. You can hear the atmosphere. We've got some amazing fights going on in the cage. What a night.
Yeah. What a night in front of us, because there's going to be crazy fights. And we have to say we got some new names on the card, but that's really recognizable names in a German market. First of all, Denis Ilbay. He will fight between two world champions, one in boxing, Ilbay, and the second one in K1 and Thai boxing. What do you think about it?
This has got Fight of the Night written all over it. Denis Ilbay brings the fight every single time. But coming up against Novak, he's coming up against a striker. But he's also coming up against a striker with submission skills. So how this plays out will be exciting to see.
Main card opener will be one of the diamonds what we still were looking for, and now we got it here in OKTAGON, and I believe that Frankfurt fans and German fans and OKTAGON fans will enjoy his not just fight but the fights, and this guy is Karim Engizek.
Engizek is potentially the next middleweight contender. 18 fights, 15 finishes, 11 fight win streak, undefeated since 2015, and a crazy story coming from foster care, coming from child services, and making what he is now a superstar in Germany and looking to make himself a star inside the OKTAGON cage tonight.
We got also 4 fights in a Tip Sport Game Changer, €1 million pyramid. 2 of them are reserve fights. Fans can vote, and German fans vote for Grabinski, and for sure Grabinski against Apollo, and also Jungwirth against Paleologos.
I think the fans here like a little bit of Christian Jungwirth. They voted him back into the Tip Sport Game Changer. He has given us some of the most exciting fights, some of the most exciting nights, and the fight he's got tonight against Paleologos, yet again, he is looking to light up this arena.
Christian Junger here in Festhalle make the incredible night with Ivica Trušček, then another incredible fight with Bojan Veličković, and now we are expecting nothing less than another incredible fight. But we got two semifinals fight, and this is the 4 fighters in the first 100 fighters in the biggest welterweight weight. So what we are expecting from these two?
What we are going to find out tonight, Andrei Novotny, is who will be our finalists. Who will be our finalists in this Tip Sport Game Changer €1 million tournament? This has been all 2023. We've been building to this moment. We have 4 fighters from 4 different countries. They are the best of the best, and they are going to show us tonight who deserves to have that shot at that €300,000 check in the final.
And in the end, we will find out who's going to be, after a long time, our, let's say, first lady champion, because it could be Katarina Dalizda, which is number 35 on the world from Germany, or either Jacinta Austin from Australia. Who you got?
For me, the story behind this fight is a magic one. Katarina Dalizda is from here in Frankfurt, Octagon 33. She bought a ticket to watch her teammates compete on this card, and she promised herself she would one day fight inside the Octagon cage. Since that date, 16 months ago, she's fought 3 times. She's beaten 2 previous UFC fighters, and she finished her last fight, Octagon 42, in emphatic fashion. She wants to be the strawweight queen. She wants to be the person to claim the first ever title in Germany for Octagon, but she's taken on Jacinta Austin, who has made that long trip from Australia, and she wants to take that belt all the way home.
Definitely. So we are ready. Frankfurt, if you are ready, we can start this tournament, Octagon 46. Let's go.
Welcome everybody here to Octagon 46. We start by going through the mixed martial arts rules. The fight will take place in a cage shaped like a circle that we call the octagon. Standing up techniques such as boxing, Thai boxing, karate and others, taekwondo and all sorts will be utilized. The fight can continue on the ground where contestants can use techniques like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and grappling. Each fight is fought over 3 5-minute rounds, and the match ends via knockout, submission, referee stoppage, or victory after points if we make it to the last round via judges. The deciding factors are strike impact efficiency, dominance on the ground, aggressiveness, and control of the octagon space.
So we are live here in the Festhalle Frankfurt, returning for the 3rd time, sold out for the 3rd time, and bringing you one hell of a card, maybe the best one we have had here in Germany. And we look at it now, we are kicking off with Solaihe versus Hromek Topuz, the man who won the Octagon Challenge Series 1 final right here in Frankfurt against Odonju from Great Britain top team. Then we have the return of František Fodor taking on Sunshine Sikic. And then Niko Samsonidze, One Love, takes on the bad boy from Moldova, Hantia. Then Kerim Engizek is going to open our card. What a fight that is for this young star. He will take on the Argentinian Juarez. Then we have our Tip Sport Game Changer reserve fight number 1. Grabinski from Dusseldorf in Germany takes on Apollo Silva. That is right, he is back in the cage. Then we have Glissman versus Michaelides. That's our first semi-final. One of those guys will claim a spot in the finals tonight. Then we move on to Christian Jungwirth. I implore you to watch the walkout of this man and the reaction to the audience. He has become a massive star here in Germany, taking on the Greek Paleologos. David Kozma, former welterweight champion, is in a rematch with Bojan Veličković. That will be our 2nd Tip Sport Game Changer semi-final. And then we will look to crown a strawweight queen as Frankfurt's Katarina Tigress Dalizda takes on the juggernaut Jacinta Austin. Jacinta Austin making that trip from Australia. Can she upset the apple cart, take the belt back to the Oceanic state? Or will Dalizda get to do and make her dreams come true here in Frankfurt? That card, top to bottom, Luke Barnett, one of the best we've ever put on.
Yeah, an extremely good card, and especially here for Germany. The fans have embraced Octagon so strongly here, and to have Dalizda at the top of the card, looking to crown herself as the first female champion here at Octagon, with the story that she has, that you explained in the intro, coming here as a fan for the first event that we had here to now fighting in the main event for a title. Incredible stuff.
Set and ready we are for our first fight of the night. This, our YouTube prelim battle that will see this man, Daniel Solaihe, stepping in on short notice, 24 hours notice for his brother Zolan Solaihe. He will take on Daniel Hromek from Slovakia.
Many accolades in the striking realm. Celaya as well, a kickboxer who's performed in such promotions as Glory. Set and ready we are. Let's get this one underway.
The first match of Octagon 46 will put Daniel Celaya, who stands in for his older brother, against Daniel Hromek. Celaya returns to MMA after 4 long years. His record is 1-0. However, after 4 years away, it'll be difficult to see what his performance in the cage will be like. Daniel Hromek, however, also went through a long hiatus. He was last seen at Octagon 25. Hromek returns to Octagon after a long time, as former European champion in Thai boxing. Whether his return will be successful, or whether Daniel Celaya still has a great fighter inside him, will be answered in our first match, at the Octagon 46 tournament.
So here we go. Daniel Celaya, on less than 24 hours notice, has stepped in and stepped up for his brother Zoran Celaya. Zoran, unable to compete in this, had to come out of the fight on Thursday. But this is what brothers do, right, Luke? This is what brothers do. When, you know, one of them's due to step into battle, they'll always be behind each other. But when one of them can't, they will step forward and take that flag and fly it for them. Now, this guy, he might only be 1-0 in MMA. His last fight in 2019, he won that by guillotine. But he has a storied career in stand-up fighting. Fighter for Glory, one of the top promotions out there for the striking arts, and also has been, you know, competing in combat sports since he was a small man. Now there he is with his brother, looking to step in here, make his debut on what is the biggest stage in Europe.
Yeah, and Daniel's been around the game a long time. I've seen him personally trained all over the world, training now at the UFD gym here in Germany alongside his brother, but also spending some time in my home in Marbella, training out there with some great guys. Also training all over the world. I believe he spent a little stint in Sweden as well, the All-Stars gym. And now to be here, I know personally he has been searching for a fight for a very long time and looking to make his return. And I don't think he ever expected to make it on such a big stage. But with his brother having issues, making him having to pull out, he has grasped this opportunity with both hands. And like you said, brothers back each other up. And he's here to carry forward the name, the last name of Celaya.
Set and ready with his final checks before he enters the Octagon cage. And again, he has competed in mixed martial arts, that last fight 2019, but he has come in shape. It might be a short notice fight, Luke, but as you said, he has been competing, or training, I should say, anticipating this moment and that welcome. What a welcome that was for our first German fighter of the night. So here comes the anonymous Daniel Hromek. Daniel Hromek fighting out that famous Spartacus fight to him over there in Slovakia, under the likes of Attila Bey. So much talent in this man, and he too has proved it in the striking arts. You look at his record back: European Thai boxing champion, Slovakian Thai boxing champion, won the bronze at the Bangkok World Championships, that was back in 2012, gold at the IFMA Muay Thai Open, and then he's the winner of the coveted Bangla Stadium Phuket belt over there in Thailand. Striking is certainly where his pedigree lies, but when you are part of a gym like Spartacus Fight that we know so well, Luke, you know that you can't just get away with being good in one area. You will be getting tested, put in bad positions, and you will be honing those skills that people might be thinking you don't have before you step in the cage.
Yeah, surrounded by so much talent, and even just being a part of that camp and seeing the high-level sparring and seeing the skills that people have in all areas of mixed martial arts will inspire him to improve and to grow. I believe both these men are going to be underrated in the grappling realms. I think it's definitely more primarily a striking fight, but both possess talent. Like you said, Daniel winning his last fight by a guillotine, was taken down in that fight because he didn't want to stand with him, so he utilized that and capitalized. So if he overstretches trying to take Daniel down in the grappling exchanges, we know he's dangerous there as well. But with around 50 Thai boxing fights, you know he's going to want to be on the feet and be comfortable there. It's a real exciting opening bout for us. I think these two are going to set this place alight.
Yeah, this place, which is already nearly 3/4 full just before the opening fight.
I mean, this event has been sold out for months. I mean, months. I tried to get tickets for people I know that were in the area. I tried to get good tickets 2 months ago, and it was sold out. So they have been waiting for tonight.
So we are set and ready for our opening bout of the night here, Octagon 46, our third visit to this, the iconic Festhalle in Germany. Both Daniels inside the cage, Hromek in the red corner, Zolaya in the blue. Set and ready we are. We'll take a little look at the tail of the tape between these two fighters and look at the venue there. As I said, already nearly full to capacity. This city has embraced Octagon, and we have gifted it one hell of a card for this return. There's the tail of the tape. 3 years the younger is Hromek. He will have the height and the reach advantage. More experience in mixed martial arts as well. Let's get this one underway. Let's hand it to Andre Novotny.
So, ladies and gentlemen, one more time, welcome in Frankfurt Festhalle. We are ready for Octagon 46, and this is YouTube free prelims fight. Our first fight is welterweight fight, scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds, and the referee in charge for this bout is Václav Přibyl. Let me introduce you both fighters, and we will start in a blue corner. He's 30 years old, stands 177 centimeter tall, weight in at 76.3 kilo. Represents UFD Gym, and the coach in his corner is Fabiano Silva. He has a professional record of 1 fight and 1 win. Fighting out of Germany, Daniel Solaya. Across the cage in the red corner, he's 30 years old, stands 187 centimeter tall, 77.8 kilos. Represent SFG, and the coaches in his corner are Jan Hudák, Richard Konc. He has a professional record of 5 fights, 2 wins, 2 KO, and 3 losses. Fighting out of Slovakia, Daniel the Anonymous Hromek.
Fighters, 3 rounds, 5 minutes. Follow my instruction. If you won't touch glove, go back to your corner. Good luck, man.
We get a touch of the gloves, but no high five for Daniel Hromek as he backs towards the cage. He is in the black shorts, red corner, taking on Daniel Solaya in that white shorts, blue corner. Me, Brian Lacey, alongside Luke Barnett, calling the action here. Octagon 46, live from the Festhalle in Frankfurt. And off we go. Southpaw versus Orthodox as we kick this off, Luke. And many people anticipating this being a striking battle between the two. And when you look at the pedigree, what they've already achieved in those striking arts, it's kind of what we want to see, right?
Yeah, definitely. And I think for Daniel coming out as a southpaw as well, speed is going to be his weapon in this fight. The size difference between these two men, maybe the short notice change up of the fight, maybe not prepared in the size. I feel like Daniel could fight a weight class below as well. So taking on a tough test here for his brother. Swing and a miss. Nice body kick.
Straight right hand from Hromek, puts Solaya on his back.
Goes straight to an active butterfly though. Goes beautiful recovery here from Daniel.
Oh, Daniel Solaya in his first fight, look, it was actually got taken out. It was a butterfly sweep that led to the guillotine finish. But Hromek looking absolutely massive on top here.
Yeah, the size difference of the men and just the strength, how he struck him down. But great activities from Solaya as he got dropped. Very good awareness and automatic response, because that was clean, that right hand.
Yeah, dropped him to his back. And now on top here is Hromek. And many of his coaches, Hromek, they were urging him to get back into action. Since we saw him in Octagon 25, that was back in 2021. He has competed since that, but they really feel like he's turned his training up and really dialed into this now.
Well, Solaya on the bottom trying to wrap up that arm to maybe look to get this sweep, but he's only got the half butterfly and he's quite deep as well. Needs to be careful that he doesn't allow the pass. You could maybe see a switch of the hips here to go to the blanket guard and pass from the top position, but quite happy just to lay down some ground and pound. Nice deep on that underhook.
Lovely short elbows as well from Hromek, just chipping away with that left hand as he's framing with it as well.
Yeah, taking his time is Hromek. He's looking for precise shots, not rushing. Oi, beautiful right elbow. It was almost just like stand-up tie clinch. Oi, right hand from the bottom.
I've heard stand and bang, but sit and bang is a different one for me, Luke. Look at them both. Oh, again,
And
Solaya.
He's doing sit-ups to do it as well. It's kind of almost something you do in the boxing gym after the full workout's done.
Listen to that crowd. Listen to the atmosphere here in the first fight. Oh, left hand, right hand out from Zelaya.
And he's going a bit wild now, Zelaya, as well. He needs to be careful. Has rocked him a little bit with that left hook.
What a way to kick off this tournament. These two leaving it all in there. 2 minutes, 29 seconds left in round number 1.
Nice head movement and evasion there from Zelaya.
Lovely little short combo when he got back to his feet. That right hook stiffened up Hromek.
Hromek now switching stance. And again goes to that left hand that lands. I feel like Hromek can feel the strength, the size difference is playing a part. He senses it now as he gets beautiful head position. Could see some big knees coming up from this position.
And both of these familiar with these spots, the clinch game. Daniel Zelaya usually fights at 70 kilograms. That was why on 24 hours notice he was able to make it under the 77.6 limit.
But you can see that here. You can see the size difference between the two. But it shows the bravery and the willingness as well. I feel like Zelaya knows this is such a big opportunity for him at Octagon. He knows how big this platform is, how big the show is. And for him, it's a great opportunity, being away from the game for so long, as they clash again.
Yeah, that was a heavy shot. But he's also got faith in his skills, right, Luke? He's somebody that has tried and tested his skills around the world. Ooh, low shot there. Unintentional, just within the clinch. Both raised the knee. He will have 5 minutes, should he want to take that, to recover from that cup shot.
Here we get to see in the replay. Oh, we just see the separation from the referee, but it was a low blow.
Give the referee some camera time. That's a little apology there from Hromek, totally unintentional. Off we go again.
Needs to be careful of that right hand, does Zelaya. Needs to make sure he's stepping to his right side in that southpaw stance. He wants to step outside the lead foot. Nice teep attempt, but he fell through on that as well. Needs to be careful with the recovery of his shots. Nice swing with the left hand, misses with the right. Just out of range, and again, that comes down to the size difference. Used to fighting much smaller men.
Oh, and that's a nice takedown. Interesting reversal, though. Look at that, rolls with him. And was patient almost to the knee while he was a grounded opponent.
Really throwing heavy lever in the shots, though, with Zelaya. Swing and a miss with that right hook. But he's got bad intentions in the hands. Has Daniel Zelaya here in Frankfurt.
He's looking for the roll again. Likes this butterfly sweep. Pull guard there, Luke.
Yeah, I think he tried to utilize the full flow of the momentum of the movement, but didn't quite get it, the size.
Final 10 seconds around number 1.
Difference is big here, and getting caught and stuck in this position to end us off for our first round. Interesting first round. Obviously, the big shot from Hromek's going to give him the round. That big right hand that dropped Zelaya, but Zelaya come alive after that, and he landed, probably had the better share, the lion's share of damage after that, landing a couple of good left hands and just missing with that right a couple times.
Yeah, he certainly made it a fight following that first exchange where he did get dropped. But even when he did get dropped, you talked about it, he instinctively reacted the right way. It wasn't like a clean KO or anything. He was in the room. Both corners will be now looking to make minor adjustments. And what would you look for from Hromek here? Because you said he's got the size, he can potentially feel that. What adjustments would you say you'd look for?
I think he's looked very good. We see here in the highlights, we'll see that right hand, hopefully just now. There, bomb off the kick. So for me, answering the kicks is definitely important for both men. They can't allow, you can see a couple times, Zelaya caught the low kick and threw the hand, but he just was a little bit short. I think the smart thing to do here, you're 1 round up in the first. I would look for takedowns, but you need to be careful because Zelaya is a bit crafty on the ground as well. Yeah. I would try and pin up against the fence. That's where I feel like he's been most dominant with great head position, rather than be out in that middle stance. I'd be all the way out or all the way in if I was Hromek. I wouldn't stand in that boxing range because Zelaya's throwing bombs.
Yeah, a little advert there in between rounds there for Jake Quickenden versus Paul Smith. That goes down at the Manchester Arena November 4th. Tickets available at Ticketmaster.com. What a night that is going to be. We will also crown the Octagon Challenge champion, England versus Ireland. You can check that series out now on Channel 4 streaming. Oof, here they come again.
And land a solid left hand afterwards. And again, found his range early here. Has Celaya as he goes low and comes up with the right hook. Homek now taking a, weird breath there. Looked a little bit dazed.
The head came up. There was a little head clash as Celaya went in. His upper part of his head caught the chin.
It seemed uncomfortable and seems very uncomfortable here as Celaya comes forward. But remember that weapon that he has in the right hand. If you watch the feet off the kick, again, beautiful.
Oh, look at him stepping into the fire there, Celaya.
Just look at the size difference of these two. For me, it's so prominent in the shoulders. And Celaya happy to stand in front and bang. No fear from this man after being dropped in the first. Happy to exchange.
He's quick as well, Luke. It feels like he has the slight speed advantage over Hromek.
He just needs to be careful he doesn't overreach and he retracts his shots. He's throwing, but he's throwing very, very heavy shots. And he's lingering out there. His hands aren't coming back.
Hromek, we talk about the amount of titles he has gained.
Oh, a beautiful head movement there.
The amount of titles he has gained in Slovakia and across Europe and beyond.
That was exquisite right uppercut left hand there from Celaya. But it's almost like landed on granite chin. Big left hand there lands, but didn't affect Homek.
The body kicks as well there, finding a home on that liver there from Celaya.
Wee, that was a solid shot. Calling him on.
Mouth open though now from Celaya. Big breaths coming from the blue corner.
Homek now closing the distance. This is smart from him. Feel like he wasn't getting the best of that striking exchange. Definitely when you look at numbers, Celaya threw more and probably landed cleaner shots as well. But in this position, you could just see the size. Got to remember, Wei normally fights at 70 kilos, and 70 to 77 is a big gap in 7 kilos in weight classes. As you go up the weight classes, the distance gets bigger, 77 to 84, 84 to 93. So for Celaya now, being out of the cage for so long and then coming in against this monster, has put a good showing on so far.
Yeah, when you talk about weight classes, that's what they weigh in the morning, Luke. When Hromek stepped on the scale in the evening, he was 8 kilograms heavier.
There you go. There you go. And Celaya wouldn't have moved.
Yeah.
So there's probably a 10 kilo weight difference between these two men.
1 minute 50 seconds left of this second round.
And this is what I would have, again, in the corner advice from me, I would have said this to Homek. This is where you're going to win the fight. You can just bully him here, little shots, big knee, get a little elbow in there.
It's also clever fighting, right? Because, you know he's coming on short notice. Even though he might be a fit man, he looks athletic, you can still drain him. He might not be fight fit or peaking at that moment. So if you can drain him now in round number 2, you can potentially open that finish up in round 3.
Yeah, mouthpiece has dropped out now from the mouth, which again shows fatigue. The crowd here trying to get behind Celaya. Referee asking for more work. Underhook here deep on the right-hand side, controlling the action. Celaya more looking to defend than try and escape. Needs to try and get underhook high now and turn him out. Wee, big knee. There he's attempting it. Needs to do that a few times. Switch the hips. Go both sides. He has enough space now. Misses the opportunity as he tries to create a frame. Nice knee to the body. 40 seconds left in this second round.
And this feels like the turning of the tide a little, right, Luke? You can see the fight coming out of Celaya just from this position, and the effort it's taking just to even just grapple with Hromek.
Oh, nice little elbow there as well. Yeah, but I feel like he definitely had the best of the first half of the round on the feet. He looked phenomenally good. Landed some great shots. Didn't have enough power, though, in the size difference. Manages to bully him off the fence here, though. Could be good in the judges' eyes if he can finish this round.
Final seconds. Looks like this opening bout will go 3 to the 3rd round.
Yeah, nice heart show by Daniel. You can see he's visibly tired. Deep breaths. Again, advice in the corner there about trying to switch out up against the cage. If I was Homek's corner, I would definitely be saying now, 3rd round, let's close this distance, get him up against the fence. maybe look for a leg reap or some sort of off balance with the knee rather than any sort of heavy double leg or anything like that. But he is tired now. Solaya taking deep breaths, and Homek looks pretty fresh.
You can see in the corner there, Zoran Zelaya also trying to just get some small techniques that might make some small adjustments for his brother to get out of those positions. But this is some of the action. Talk us through it, Luke.
Yeah, here we see some of the connections from Solaya. Really game in this second round, but then was diffused. Smart fighting here from Homek as he manages to pin him up against the fence and use the size difference. A lot to ask now from Solaya. It could be one apiece, but that's definitely questionable. So you'd need to be thinking you'll need a finish in this third round.
And here we have that third round. Zelaya, blue corner, Hromek in the red. Off we go.
Nice feints early from Solaya.
And he needs to use the space in the cage, right, Luke? He cannot get caught up against the cage.
Yeah, he needs to make sure the fence is far away and striking this middle bit of the cage, of the octagon cage. And was definitely having a bit more success, and he was displaying great head movement and avoiding the shots of Homek as he now has him pinned up against the fence in front of us in the commentary box.
Yeah, some nice shots there.
Needs to be careful, keeps dropping the head. Doesn't want to walk into a big knee.
Oh, he's swinging for the fence.
Nice shot.
Little uppercut and then followed it up.
And beautiful head movement to land again. That right uppercut left hand has been his best combination, I think. And there it is again.
And again.
But he gets pinned up against the fence. Oh, big shame there for Solaya.
Good reactions, though, from Hromek. He knew he had to close that space, take those weapons away.
Just intelligent fighting from him as he circled around with the feet. As soon as he knew the fence was there, he closes the distance. It was in an exchange. During a nice spin out here, though, from Solaya.
That's exactly the technique his brother was talking about in the corner. That's what he needed to use, that underhook, to find his way around.
Now needs to escape, needs to break the distance. Doesn't want to connect, because if he connects, he could get reversed round. He needs to now try and disconnect. Needs to get that underhook on that right side. I mean, he's going now. Nice elbow.
Oh.
Elbow responded now from Homek.
Nice. Punishing elbows on the inside there from the Slovakian.
And again, looking to reverse, doesn't work so easily this second time. You need to shuck one way, then go the other. You can't just be lateral, you've got to be unilateral. You've got to try both sides. Push one way, then push the other. Oh, big knee, that one.
Finds a home for that. You talk about those Thai boxing skills, those knees on the inside, certainly one of the key weapons.
Gets a shot to the cup.
Now he does have 5 minutes, should he want to take it.
He should take every single one of them and come out fresh. He needs a finish in this third round. That was a solid shot, and he has the skill set to get the finish. He's done beautiful work, landed some great shots. Here we see on the cup, clean on the cup as well. Take your time, Solaya, and recover, because you've definitely come in here short notice. You're tired in this third round. You're fighting against an absolute beast and a monster who wants to pin you up against the fence. Should relax, take deep breaths, and come in full gas, ready to go for the last 2-3 minutes.
So many times fighters feel the pressure, right, to keep the show going for the fans. And right here, he's got the fans behind him, but I would have taken every one of those seconds,
Me
right?
too,
oh,
me too.
my goodness.
But the blood pouring from the face, from the mouth, you can see from Homek, because of that little nifty uppercut left hand, needs to be careful, step into the left. Does Solaya, there he is, switches it up, gets hit with that right hand though, and pinned up against the fence, wants to utilize the footwork to get away, doesn't want to get in these exchanges. Yeah, pinned back up as we meet the halfway point of the round.
Now, a lot of people will be saying, yeah, but it's more fun if they stand and bang in the middle, right, Luke? But that's not the way you win fights every time, yeah? You have to be intelligent, you have to make sure or find a route to victory. And it feels for me like Hromek now feels like that size that we talked about earlier on in the commentary is what can be the factor that takes him over the line with the victory.
At the moment, definitely so, and looking dominant when he gets here. Solaya now running out of gas, very difficult to try and get this big man off of him. But the referee interrupts, mouthpiece is out.
Again, yeah.
Oh, it's out from Homek this time. Solaya wants to get off that fence straight away, needs to circle. Now we're in the middle.
1 minute 55 seconds left, and straight back
lands
to the
straight into the half guard as well. Heavy position on top here, a lot of work.
That's nice trips from Hromek, though. We're talking about what Zelaya needs to do to get out of those positions, but credit to Hromek for putting him in these bad spots time and time again.
Yeah, Hromek doing beautiful work there, tripping on the outside and using the unorthodox takedown attempts rather than the singles and the doubles that maybe we're a bit more used to seeing. But now manages to get back to the half butterfly. The ground game of Zelaya, he is a bit tricky. Could pull something out of the bag here as he's got the wrist wrap. Needs to be careful of those elbows. Trying to get this butterfly sweep. It's almost like a trick that only works once for him. He may be going to go for a leg lock. Trying to go down.
Oh, there we go. Looking for the heel look, but look at that. Hromek, aware of it, slides out of there.
Way big left hand land. Huge left hand there from Daniel Zelaya. And I saw that leg lock coming from a mile away, so it doesn't surprise me that Hromek did as well. Managed to get back to his feet, though. Great work from Zelaya. Again, fighting down to the bitter end of this fight. Short notice, replacing his brother, coming in here full of heart and putting on a show.
Yeah, under 30 seconds now.
That was so close, that left hand. He really did catch Hromek perfectly. I love those, when you see the last minute, last 30 seconds, something big happen like that in the third round.
But no matter win or lose, the crowd here will still embrace their man Zelaya.
Yeah, I think he's put on a very good showing of himself on such short notice.
And
The referee breaks him away.
With that full count, right, Luke, let's see him back in here because he's earned it with just having the, you know, the guts to step in on 24 hours notice. Upper weight class. But Hromek.
Swing and a miss with a kick, and we come to the end of the round, and it will go to the judges favorably, I believe, in Hromek's corner, but it's not 100%. It was close. Second round was close. Third round we just saw, the most significant shot was at the end of that round, and it was in the corner of Zelaya. So there is a chance, I would say, percentage-wise, in my mind, we're probably looking at a red corner victory. But a great first bout for us here.
Yeah, 15 minutes of fun action between these two. It will go to the judges' scorecards. We have plenty more action yet to come as well. At the top of the card, we have Katarina Dalista from here in Frankfurt, looking to claim that strawweight crown. She will be taking on Jacinta Austin from Australia. And then we have the two Tip Sport Game Changers semi-finals. But before that, let's look at some of the action. Luke, talk us through this from this fight.
Yeah, I think we see the beginning. Oh, this might be the third round. Big, heavy elbows as they clinch her up against the fence. This was the difference in the fight, the size of Hromek. This is that nice outside trip that managed to gain him a great position on the ground in half guard. This is the leg lock attempt. Now we might see that left hand.
Oh, would love to see that left hand, but there we go. We look at that as well. October 7th, Langer versus Vermola. That goes down in Bratislava, the Palo Arena. And then we march onwards. Judges' scorecards seem to be, and we just wait for Andrei Novotny to enter the cage. Big smile on the face of Daniel Zelaya there, and his brother Zoran, talking to our German commentator Philipp Harberger.
Yeah, should be very proud of that performance. And whatever the judges say, had a huge layoff, maybe 4 years out of the cage, been searching for competition, got a golden opportunity, golden ticket almost, to make his debut here on Octagon, our weight class above, on very, very short notice, and he put on one hell of a show. Showed some great techniques, some great skills, and those little glimpses of, perfection there as well, as Andrei Novotny now makes his way into the cage to make the decision official.
Yeah, we're set, we're ready. Let's bring the fighters to the center and hand it to Andrei Novotny.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 5-round minutes, let's see how the judges score these fights. 30-27, 29-28, and 30-27, all for the winner who's coming from the red corner, the anonymous Daniel Hromek.
It's on my weight class, bro. I trained 2 weeks for this shit, bro. I cannot 2 weeks if I can get it. Good job. Very good job. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Good luck for your brother.
There we have nice respect between the two teams. Zoran there talking to what would have been his opponent, Hromek. I think we will now.
We're going to do no interview. It's only for. Okay.
Frankfurt, war das ein Auftakt für Octagon 46? Falls ihr es nicht wusstet, Daniel Solaya ist 2 Tage vor diesem Event für seinen Bruder Zoran eingesprungen, weil der nicht kämpfen konnte. Und ich finde, das ist noch mal ganz besonders großen Applaus wert, dass er mit 2 Tagen Vorbereitung so eine Leistung hier abgerufen hat. Und wenn es euch bei Octagon gefällt, dann haben wir jetzt noch etwas für euch, denn mit dem QR-Code, der jetzt eingeblendet wird, könnt ihr euch einloggen, Pay-Per-Views, Tickets für kommende Events und fette Sponsorengelder, fette Sponsorenpakete von unseren Kooperationspartnern gewinnen. Alles, was ihr tun müsst, sind diese QR-Codes einmal zu scannen, dann seid ihr dabei und möglicherweise bekommt ihr ein paar fette VIP-Tickets für die kommenden Events. Aber jetzt machen wir uns weiter für den zweiten Kampf der Undercard. Let's go!
We just saw an incredible performance from Hromek, who won this fight through unanimous decision.